certainly Keegan brings his, Keegan, John, Judy, I think everyone brings their personality to life in this. You guys were given a lot of freedom to redefine characters, mold and shape, and add your own personal touch. But I think a better way to describe this is, rather than a kids movie, a family movie. And that's why, like, some people are surprised, like, wow, there's some stuff for adults in there too. That was in there. Like, that's in there in the scope of, this is not just something that parents have to sit down and be like, oh man, here we go again. This is something where families can sit down and be like, ma ha ha ha, this is and then the kids laugh at the poop gags and the adults laugh at the funny, subtle humor, and there is something for everybody in there.
Yeah, that's well said. I think that there's a good deal of winking for the adults, you know, and also it's enough of a fish out of water situation that you go, as an adult, hopefully you're resonating, going, oh my gosh, I hope I would never be in that situation, or I'm really good at my job and not really good at X, or whatever the case may be. It's pretty universal. Yeah. It's interesting. It's very. We didn't spend a lot of time together prior. And I know that John and I had been circling each other and really wanted to figure out a way to work with each other. It also had...
And I've worked with Legs before.
And that's what you and Legs have worked together.
Yep.
There is a sense... I forgot about that. But there was a wonderful, almost familial sitcom sense of it. We shot almost every day on the same soundstage.
Yeah.
So it was as if we were doing a sitcom in the smoke jumper depot. So kind of every day you clocked in, there's your, and it almost instantly had that buddy, like we were on the fifth season of Playing with Fire. You know what I mean? Welcome to the fifth season premiere of Playing with Fire. Yeah. John Cena, Keegan-Michael Key. So it felt very routine in the most positive way. Yeah.
Of my physical appearance, people just perceive. I mean, we are judging all the time, no matter what.
Visually, yeah.
And you can't. There are some things you just can't ignore. And when you show up at 250 pounds and people are like, "I'm gonna get my butt kicked," I don't fight. I'm not tough. I just like I'm a teddy bear on the inside. So I actually embrace chances to bring that to life, and being able to do something like this in a movie like this, which can make an impression on a family as they laugh. That's also another cool thing, you know. My favorite is the bunk bed scene where you come up on the bunk bed and then when you go back down, you're just gone.
Did you at the premiere? You were sitting behind me. Did you hear that guy?
Gone. He's just gone.
Someone just went. There was a man you could hear who just went. He's just gone.
He's just gone.
He's just gone.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's what happened. The joke kind of got bigger and bigger. In fact, we were in a writing session where we were exploring new ideas for the movie. And we were sitting with the producer. And it was the producer, Todd, Garner, and the director, Andy Fickman, who were kind of going, no, who says we can't get that ridiculous? Who says we can't get that broad, that we have a character who can jump through the space-time continuum? Yeah. And people seem to enjoy it. People seem to go, hey, we know what this movie is.
I thought it was cool because when we watched it in the theater, like the first time, it was almost like when Legs does the quotes. The first time they're like, huh? And then by the third quote and the third time you enter frame, it's just a setup for an awesome payoff. So like by the bunk bed scene, which is the eighth time.
The eighth time, you're just like, what is, it can't get any more ridiculous. Oh my God, he just disappeared. Right? Yeah. A lot of it, I would say a lot of it was Andy. Yeah. And I mean, I think Andy and I certainly are of a like mind. So it wasn't anything I had to try to convince him of. But it was, and then I remember like about day 2 or day 3 into the set, as you could see takes breathing and getting longer, eventually Andy and Todd were just like, all right, so we have to build in an extra 20 to 25 minutes a day for Legs and Keegan. Yep. And then we found moments. There are lots. The movie's replete with improvisational moments. And some of them are those little off-camera voices that you're hearing. Yeah. It was, you get to get a remnant of the fun that was happening. Yeah.
So it's awesome, but difficult because I'm watching these two well-trained improvisational performers, and you get caught up. It's like going to a WWE event and you're watching, like, and you scoot to the edge of your seat. But I'm watching these guys and I'm forgetting I'm in the movie. Like you guys would go off and do your bit, but if there's gold in there, I ruin it by forgetting I'm in the movie. So you just stand there at attention and let them do all this. And it was awesome to see. But I wish I could be sitting where Andy was, or where Todd was, because then you can actually just watch it. But it was an awesome, fun experience.
It's interesting, yeah.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
And today is a great reference. When Finley was asked what her favorite part of the movie was, her answer was simply pooping in the woods with John Cena. So like moments like that happened all the time, where you just look and be like,
there you go. Right. Yeah, there was no way to know. Her parents didn't know she was going to say that.
Yeah.
Nobody knew she was going to say that. And there are times on set where Andy would say, and now Finley do this, or Finley laugh, and then you just start breaking up because you weren't expecting it to sound that way, or you weren't expecting to do it that
when
long.
she's rattling off all the artists that she once played, and like Wu-Tang Clan,
Post Malone.
Lil Pump, Post Malone, like she's just so adorable, and it was incredible. It really was. Like it was good. Dude, so much equipment. I can tell that like I have the imagination of a kid, but I'm an adult. Right. Because I was like, oh yeah, now my back is killing me. Like,
it's all the lumbar. I'm having lumbar issues.
how does somebody even sit in this thing?
It's
Like,
got to weigh like 180 pounds, and 60 pounds, or 60. Like, it's just like hauling all this equipment.
it's weird. Moments like that, you already have so much respect for people that put themselves in harm's way to save others. But moments like that, when you're like, whoa, they are carrying another 60 pounds.
Right, as they jump out of a low altitude plane.
I'm wanting to complain because I don't have no place to sit.
Right.
Because the outfit is so wide.
Where's my tea?
Yeah, but you get a great, it's a great shot
Appreciation,
of perspective.
yeah, definitely. Judy is also another great improviser.
Amazing.
A really fantastic improviser, and she's really good because she's again a trained actor, and she's brilliant and improvises lovely things inside the parameters. She's very surgical with the way that she improvises. John and I can sometimes get off the primrose path a little bit, but Judy stays right there, and she's just exquisite.
She was fantastic. I couldn't think of a better person to play Soup's romantic interest. She really, like, I think everyone on set, and I've said this a bunch, and I just believe it, like we all knew the movie we were making.
Yeah.
And everyone did their best to play their part and make a good family movie. I guess the best way to sum it up is that I'd like to do it again. I would certainly like to work with Keegan again.
You know what? That's a very succinct and accurate way of putting it.
Yeah,
I'd like to do it again.
I hope it happens again.
We've talked about, we sit on set and go, hey, when should we figure out another project?
Yep.
And it's a good sign when you have two actors discussing what could the next project be before you're even finished with this project.
Yeah.